Hey, it's me, Tom Donnelly. So what are we doing here? Probably would call this a practice experimental video, if that's all right to say. Only because, first of all, I'm not uh, a professional speaker by any means, although I've done some public speaking. Um, Never have done any radio or TV or anything. So I guess you would say that I'm an amateur and I'm trying to learn this audio video concept so that I might be able to have a type of a YouTube series with a lot of good inspiration, which is what my calling is in that area, is inspiration. Um, when I was young, I wanted to be an inspirational speaker, and I didn't know what that meant. But in order to be inspirational, you certainly have to go through a lot of crap, believe me, because it's going through that when you overcome it that you begin to find out what's really at the core of all this pain and suffering and struggle and that type of thing, which definitely is a part of all of our lives. If anybody tells me that their life is perfect and wonderful and easy and they've never had any struggles, mm, question mark, red flag, I don't think so. Um, we all have our times of tribulation, and it's through those times that we, believe it or not, we gain wisdom. Can we say down the road of pain leads to wisdom? Yep, I guess you could say that. Now, why is that? See, this is the mystery. And here's what I believe is going on. Right now, and I wrote about this in my book, I am an author and I am a poet. And I wrote this in my book 40 years ago and described everything that's happening basically right now. I guess you would say I was kind of an Orwellian or Nostradamus type visionary. But I talked in my book a lot about I guess you would say we're in a type of dark night of the soul. There's no doubt that the planet is in a crisis. And why is this happening and what's the purpose? If you notice throughout the ages, there were a lot of wisdom speakers, um, and wisdom is important. In fact, the scriptures say that man can't live by bread alone. So that's telling us that we have a spiritual nature, a soul, or whatever you want to call it, and it needs to be fed. How's it fed? It's fed from what we're doing here. We're uplifting, inspiring, empowering, sharing wisdom. This is how the soul gets fed. And again, that's my calling. And what I'm doing here is trying to serve up some good dinners of inspiration and wisdom for your soul, some soul food, so to speak. Um, so back to this sort of dark place we're in right now as a humanity. Human beings by nature do not learn from wisdom when they're on the mountain. It seems that we have to be in the valley. Wisdom can be spoken by sages through the ages. That was a little rhyme there. Poet, and I don't even know it, but my feet show it. They're Longfellows. Anyways, they speak wisdom, these sages. But if humanity is on the mountain, meaning that everybody's doing wonderful and there's no concerns and there's no tragedies and there's no pandemics and there's no threats of war, they don't take wisdom too serious. Seems we take wisdom more serious, or we look for the wise sages' messages from the past when we're in the barrel. In the barrel, meaning when we're in a crisis, when we're in a dark place. Uh, I have a little phrase I throw around. I say that we we need to experience the potential for lostness before we will embrace our salvation. And again, what is salvation? A lot of people get all ruffled about that phrase, that word, salvation. Hey, let's face it. Could the world use some help right now? You're damn right it could. Could we use a little bit of saving? Yeah, we could use some saving. Um, do we need to say that um, our salvation is by one individual? Well, not necessarily. Our salvation will come from each of us doing what I just said a moment ago, and that's uplifting, encouraging, speaking positive, um, speaking wisdom, showing love and compassion. Major, major salvation aspect there. So we have reached a point where we are aware of our potential for lostness. So we are now looking to reach out for some type of salvation message. And again, this is us saving each other by working with each other and bringing about that what I would call better and newer um, reality to live in. Because this reality we got right now is being manifested and created by us. And a lot of us are realizing that we're doing something wrong here. Gee, that almost sounded a little bit like that guy. What did he used to sing that? He used to do that show. I forgot now. Anyways, Edith, he would say. Okay, Edith. Anyways, back on track here. Um, if I seem a little bit silly at times, well, I find that humor is an important aspect of surviving this life. I know I've used it quite a bit. Uh, so, anyways, with this experimental video, I'm gonna send it out and see what some people think. If they have any suggestions, or if they like where I'm coming from. Um, I'm gonna continue then learning about how this works and how to do the YouTube. The YouTube I don't know how to do, but I know my grandson, who's 11 years old, leave it to the youngsters, from the mouth of babes, he's going to probably teach me how to set it up. So, anyways, it's been nice talking to you. I hope some people find some interest in this. It's like everything else in this world that's so polarized. There will be those who will resonate and bond and connect, and there will be those who will probably resist, probably criticize. Um, but that's fine. I'm speaking to everybody because I have a heart for humanity and I see no need to divide. The dividing is being done by those who choose to be that way. I like to believe in unity and oneness with human beings. And I know that almost sounds like a miracle, and I think some divine intervention is definitely what we will discover has made this possible one day. So, anyways, take care, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye, everybody.